Everyone's using ChatGPT, but here's the truth they don't know. Most people have no idea what's actually happening behind the scenes while they're using it. People don't understand that you're not just chatting with it and moving on, you're training the large language model or the LLM to get better over time. Every single thing you type, every prompt, every correction, it's teaching the model more and more how people actually think, which is causing it to evolve. So is what this means is you're part of something way bigger than just interacting with it like a chatbot. Let's take a few steps back. ChatGPT blew up quicker than any app or program in history. It hit 100 million users in just its first 2 months. That's faster than apps like TikTok and even Instagram. Right now, there are over 13 million searches per month just on YouTube titled ChatGPT. That's it. People just want to learn about ChatGPT and what is new. But if everyone's using it, how come only a few people are actually getting decent results from it? The truth is just this: most people use it wrong. They treat it like a search engine, and it's not a search engine. They type in simple one lines like write me a blog about real estate or give me 5 video ideas that I can post tomorrow. And that's where they stop. They accept the output that they get back, they don't fine tune it, they don't work with it, and they move on with their day. It's comparable to like asking a Ferrari to drive itself. You're sitting in the passenger seat along for the ride, but if you were the one driving, you'd be having a lot more fun. ChatGPT doesn't think for you, it just thinks with you while you're working with it. So if you tell it something like this, write a YouTube script on real estate and send it through, you're just going to get whatever it gives you. Like it a script, but it doesn't have any context, nothing at all. So if you were to say, act as a viral YouTube strategist, write me a 6 minute script with a 90-second hook, a storytelling arc, and a strong call to action. Focus on the local real estate market in San Antonio, Texas, and talk about some up and coming areas that might be overlooked. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm going to be getting what I specifically am looking for in regard to real estate. So now I have my full script, 6 minute YouTube video, a 90-second hook, my storytelling arc, and a strong call to action. It's covering everything I want. Talking about neighborhood A, neighborhood B, neighborhood C. It's giving me reference points. It's even giving me pictures. Look at this. Like I can use these images in my video. So that's how someone who's serious about ChatGPT uses it. They're not asking ChatGPT basic stuff. They're how to think. So here's the wild part. Every single thing you type into ChatGPT helps train the current models and the future models that are coming out. So the more you're using ChatGPT, you're refining it and making it better for everybody. And it's learning how as humans we communicate, how we operate, how we feel. It's learning all of that, which is kind of scary. But outside of being scary, that's how these models keep getting better. That's why ChatGPT has excelled so quickly is it has the most amount of users, which means technically it has the most amount of data to grow and improve. You've also probably seen online people talking about the different ChatGPT models and what it has. Like up in the top left, I actually have ChatGPT 5. I can pick on GPT-5. Do I want auto, instant? Because sometimes when I type stuff, it'll say thinking and it goes through like its process and you can actually see what it's working on. Or you can go instant where it doesn't do that. It just might not be as thorough with the responses it gives you. Then thinking mini, it again thinks quickly versus answers right away. Thinking is what it defaults to for me on auto most of the time because I like more in-depth responses and I always ask it for clarity. So mine auto defaults to thinking mode. And then if you put it into pro, you're getting high-end research. This is like Gemini deep research, Claude research that they have on there in their tabs. Or pro is like the deep research. It's going to take a little bit. If you do this, the chats normally take 5 to 15 minutes while it's thinking and researching and analyzing, and then it gives you one really thorough, thought out response. You also could come down here into legacy models and go to 4.0. It was probably the most popular that I've seen. I've been using ChatGPT since November of 22, I think it is, or maybe it was 23. I don't remember. I was a month after it came out. I was one of the first 100 million or whatever it is right away. And I do think 4.0 is the best model they've made. And they're hoping that the next one, or people are hoping that the next model that comes out is very similar to 4.0 because it was so likable and usable. Another big thing that people like ChatGPT for is if you come down here into the bottom left corner and you click on your profile picture, you can go into personalization. Right here, you can go to apps and connectors. You can see that I have Expedia, GitHub, and Zillow already connected. So Another thing you could do with Zillow is, let's just use that as an example. Before I leave this screen, you can connect any of these apps right here or browse other connectors like connected in with Dropbox and Gmail. But specifically when it comes to Zillow, this is one of the cool things. If you just come in and type at Zillow, it immediately pops up here in your chat and it's already selected. So you can say on this script for San Antonio real estate, how many homes are on the market in San Antonio between 300,000 and 400,000, and send it through, and then reverse work these numbers into your real estate script about San Antonio, Texas. So it's going to work, and then it's going to kick out a big map for me, most likely, is what it normally does, of all the homes between 300,000 and 400,000 in San Antonio. So as you can see here, it did. There are currently about 1,296 homes for sale in San Antonio, Texas, priced between 300,000 and 400,000, including single-family homes, condos, and townhomes. So then you can even click on here. I mean, she doesn't want you to leave its apps, so it's going to try and keep you in here. But as you zoom in, you can see different areas, where they're at, the houses, estimated payments, and then you can even connect into Zillow if you want to from there. But I like this because when I do it this way, I don't have to see all the realtor advertisement on Zillow of click this agent, let me show you this house, blah, blah, blah. Zillow makes a lot of money is selling those spots to realtors who will pay to be there. So again, ChatGPT is strong on its own, but when you come into personalization and you connect it in with these other things like Expedia, Zillow, Booking.com, Canva, and actually start designing things on Canva within ChatGPT, Spotify, Gmail, I mean, is insane. So that's where this is going. ChatGPT isn't replacing people and jobs, it's replacing processes. And unfortunately, there are some processes that are just so old school, they deserve and can be automated and made more efficient, which is going to affect some jobs, but it's kind of a byproduct of advancement. And the people who understand how to drive the ChatGPT Ferrari, they're going to be the ones who win because they're accepting it and not willing to be automated. The people who understand how to drive the Ferrari are always going to be the better driver. So here's the main takeaway. ChatGPT isn't just an AI tool that you use here and there. Your ChatGPT is literally a mirror. How you interact with it is training it and coaching it on how it interacts with you. It reflects how you think, how clear you communicate, and how creative you problem solve, so it knows what it can give you back without overwhelming you. The smarter your input, the better your output. So you kind of have to separate that you're not asking a robot for help. You're literally handcrafting your own life personal assistant. If you want to learn how to use ChatGPT better, maybe even use it to make money, create content, and just better optimize your input to get better output, subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. You don't need to be a tech genius to figure this out. You just need someone like me to break it down and make it easier to understand so you can get behind the wheel of the Ferrari.